The most successful men in history, whether kings, warriors, or modern-day billionaires, share one hidden skill that makes them untouchable. It's not luck. It's not charm. It's the ability to see through any form of manipulation before it even begins. They are completely impervious to female manipulation. No matter how beautiful, charming, or seemingly innocent a woman may appear, her tactics fall flat against them. No matter how beautiful, charming, or innocent a woman may seem, she has no power over these men. And the reason for this immunity is simple, yet powerful. They have studied human behavior. They know exactly how women think, and they've trained themselves never to fall for emotional games. They understand the subtle tricks and tactics women use to get what they want. And most importantly, they've made it clear to the woman what behavior is acceptable and what will immediately get her kicked out. In today's video, we will go over 5 Stoic secrets that make women powerless against you. By uncovering these secrets, you will become resistant to feminine manipulation and be able to navigate the dating marketplace with ease. So if you want to level up in life, then you are not going to want to miss this video. Let's begin. Secret 1. Control your emotional reactions. When you feel emotions intensely, it means that they control you. Women are experts at manipulating your emotional state because they know it's the fastest way to bypass your logical mind. Once you're triggered, you stop thinking clearly. And when you stop thinking clearly, you start making decisions that benefit her, not you. This is why you always need to be aware of your emotional state and not let it control your actions. Let's take, for example, when a woman says something that is intended to provoke you. Maybe she's late to meet you, and instead of apologizing, she lashes out and says something like, "What? You're actually going to judge me for being late? How selfish of you." In this situation, it's important to realize that her words are designed to manipulate your emotions and make you feel guilty. It's not about you. She's simply trying to deflect responsibility. If you let these words control you, you might just end up excusing her behavior. Instead, stay calm and detached, and in full control of your tone and body language, because the way you carry yourself in that moment will communicate more power than any words you say. Respond with something like, "I would have understood if you said you were running late, but I hate being kept waiting without any communication. It's disrespectful to my time." By controlling your reaction, you show her that you aren't an easy target. You remain composed and don't allow your emotions to get the best of you. This will prevent her from being able to push your buttons and manipulate you. A man who can remain calm and collected in the face of feminine manipulation is truly unstoppable. Secret 2. Never overinvest early. One of the most effective ways to protect yourself from manipulation is to never overinvest too much in a woman too early. This means that you should never invest more than you can afford to lose, and never put all of your eggs in one basket. By diversifying your emotional and mental investments, just like a smart businessman, you reduce your risk and ensure you're not tying your happiness to one person's approval. This mindset keeps your self-worth intact, no matter what happens. For example, let's say you meet a beautiful woman and you start investing heavily in her, both emotionally and financially. You might start to feel like you're falling in love and everything seems to be going well. However, you need to be cautious. It's important to take things slowly and make sure that you're not getting ahead of yourself. Otherwise, you could end up overinvesting and becoming overly attached. If she turns out to be a gold digger or decides to manipulate you into doing something you don't want to do, you could be in trouble. That's why it's important to set boundaries and not get too attached too quickly. Take things slowly and get to know her actions, not just her words, before investing too much. People can say anything, but their consistent behavior over time tells the real story. Remember, it's better to be safe than sorry. And by following this rule, you can avoid potential problems down the road. So don't rush into anything. Take your time and make smart decisions. If you can do that, you'll be able to avoid many of the pitfalls that come with investing too much in a woman too early. Secret 3. Master the art of detachment. Detachment does not mean that you lack empathy or fail to appreciate the people in your life. It means that you have control over your reactions and emotions, and that you are not overly attached to outcomes. Women often try to manipulate men by appealing to their emotions and getting them emotionally invested in situations. However, when you are detached, you are less susceptible to this type of manipulation. For instance, let's say a woman is playing games with your emotions, keeping you on edge and making you feel like you are walking on eggshells around her. If you are attached to her in the relationship, you might start to feel anxious and stressed out. But if you detach yourself from the situation, you will realize that you are not as affected by her behavior. Detachment allows you to step back, observe the situation objectively, and make decisions from a place of strength, not fear or desperation. It's the difference between reacting like a puppet and moving like a chess master. It gives you the clarity to see that maybe this woman is not worth your time and energy. By detaching yourself from the situation, you become less vulnerable to manipulation and can focus on what is truly important. Remember, true strength comes from being detached and in control of yourself, because the man who can walk away from anything at any time is the man no one can control. Secret 4. Set non-negotiable standards. Setting standards is essential to protecting yourself from manipulation, especially from women. By setting clear boundaries and sticking to them, you can make it clear to others what behavior is and isn't acceptable. This can help you avoid getting into situations where you might be taken advantage of. For example, let's say a woman is constantly showing up late to your meetings. If you don't say anything, she will continue to disrespect your time. But if you make it clear that you expect punctuality and follow through, by leaving when she's still not there, after a reasonable amount of time, she will understand that you mean business. By setting standards and holding people accountable, you train others on how to treat you. You silently communicate that your time, your energy, and your respect are valuable, and anyone who crosses the line will lose access to them instantly. It also helps to avoid misunderstandings and conflicts down the line. By being clear about your expectations, you ensure that everyone is on the same page and that your needs are being met. Remember, being firm and sticking to your standards is key to preventing manipulation. Don't be afraid to speak up and make your needs clear. Doing so will make sure that you are respected and that your time and energy are not wasted. Secret 5. Observe. Don't assume. Oftentimes, men fall victim to manipulation because they jump to conclusions and make assumptions without considering all the facts. We have already spoken about detachment, but it is important to remember that being detached means you observe the world around you without judgment and preconceived notions. This can help you to protect yourself from manipulation and make better decisions. For example, let's say you notice that your girlfriend is spending a lot of time with a male friend. You might feel a surge of jealousy and assume the worst, thinking that they are having an affair. However, if you observe the situation without judgment, you might find that there is a perfectly innocent explanation. Maybe they are just friends, or maybe he's helping her with a project. Jumping to conclusions without proof is like sentencing someone without a trial. It leads to unnecessary conflict, destroys trust, and often plays right into the manipulator's hands. By observing the facts, slowing down your judgment, and considering every angle, you put yourself in a position of control, able to see the truth for what it is, instead of what your emotions want it to be. Remember, observation without judgment is key to protecting yourself from manipulation. Be aware of your emotions and biases, and strive to see the truth no matter how uncomfortable it may be. Concluding thoughts. These 5 Stoic secrets are powerful tools that can help you to navigate the world with more confidence and clarity. By incorporating them into your daily life, you will become more resilient to manipulation and better equipped to make sound decisions. Whether you are dealing with a tricky work situation, or a difficult romantic relationship, these secrets can help you to stay grounded and focused. However, it's important to remember that these secrets are not a magic bullet. It takes practice and discipline to master them, but the payoff is worth it. With increased self-awareness and emotional control, you will be better able to handle whatever challenges life throws your way. So take the time to learn and practice these secrets. It will make all the difference in your relationships and your life. And if you want to level up in life, then you need to do one thing. If you're serious about becoming the kind of man women respect, men admire, and life itself can't break, subscribe to Inner Empire right now. Every video here is a weapon for your mind. Don't just watch, arm yourself. The content you need to level up in life. It's on our channel. Make sure you check it out